Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Google Pixel 6 Pro and compare it against the Google Pixel 7 and see which specific phone you should go and pick up. Now, if you want to pick up either one of these phones, the links will be down in the description. You can get them from there. You can also support the channel at the same time. Now, could you even tell which one is which? Like, if I kind of hold them like this, you probably couldn't even tell. I just found out they have the same wallpaper too. Now, both of these are very interesting. The Pixel 6 Pro is on my left, the Pixel 7 is on my right. And these two phones are very different because this one is a year old now with the Pixel 6 Pro. On the front of the 6 Pro, we have a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED or OLED display, and it is a pretty decent panel. I think it's actually very good. You have a 120 hertz here. It is a hole punch display. The curved side on the glass on the side feels very cool, and I love that feeling on these types of phones. You are getting a bigger display than the Pixel 7. It is a 120 hertz panel too, so it's better overall than I would say the Pixel 7. But I will say this phone's panel is still very good, and this type of phone overall is probably more of a timeless design than most people think. Now with the Google Pixel 7, it is a little bit of a smaller 6.3-inch AMOLED display. Now the thing with this panel, for one, I think it's a lower resolution than the Pixel 6 Pro. It's also 90 Hz, so not as great of a refresh rate as the Pixel 6 Pro, and it's also smaller, which some people may prefer. But another thing is there's no curve on the side of the glass. I love that, but some people also prefer a flat display. So for this type of phone, you are getting that type of capability. So I will say the Pixel 6 Pro display for me personally looks better, but I still think the Pixel 7 looks pretty good overall. Now for the rest of the body, there are a few other changes and differences as well. So on the side, with both of them, you can kind of see that both of them have similar stylings. The Pixel 6 Pro has this like silver, like reflective material, which looks very good. Both camera bumps are pretty much the same type of thickness, and I think both phones are almost the same type of thickness as well. Both of them have SIM card trays here, which is beautiful. I love having SIM card trays on phones. They both have USB Type-C ports on the bottom right there and speaker grills, so not really that big of a difference there. And on the back, we have a little bit of a different style. So with the Pixel 6 Pro, we have a triple camera setup. With the Pixel 7, we have a dual camera setup. So we are missing that telephoto lens there. Not a big deal, but it's one of those things to keep in mind. Now we have kind of the same styling. So we have glass up top, and then we have glass at the very bottom. Now I think this is the white version of both these phones, so it's weird that this one looks more like pinkish in a way, where this one is more, actually white. Now both of them have wireless charging, both of them support reverse wireless charging, which is so cool. Both of them have IP certification, which is so nice. And that kind of covers it up on the outside. There's not like a whole lot else that's different between them. So both these phones are really good in that specific body standpoint. Now in terms of the actual, software and longevity between them, they're both going to be lasting for quite a bit of time. The Pixel 6 Pro, though, is a year older than the Pixel 7. It also has a year-old chipset compared to it. So because of that, I'm pretty sure that the Pixel 6 Pro is going to last 1 year less than the Pixel 7 series. It's very common. I don't have any inside information. That's kind of how it's been going for the last few years now, and I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to happen here too. So it's not a big deal, but it's one of those things to keep in mind. But that shouldn't sway you away from getting a phone like this. This device is going to be supported for a long period of time. This device is going to be here for many more years, and I will still tell you, if you have a Pixel 6 Pro, this device is going to be supported for so long, and there's also a development community probably behind this phone too, so you can easily go and pick it up and be perfectly fine. Now with the Pixel 7, I still think this phone is very good, but it's going to be lasting longer than the 6 Pro. But also, I think in the used market, you could probably buy a Pixel 6 Pro for the same price as the 7 at this point. Maybe not, but that might be something, getting more features and more of a flagship phone here and getting 1 year less update. That might not be that big of a deal to you, but it is what it is. Now let's go into a speed comparison between them. The Pixel 7 has the Google Tensor G2 chipset inside of it with 8 gigabytes of RAM, where the Pixel 6 Pro has that first generation Google Tensor chipset inside with 12 gigabytes of RAM. So let's go and see which one's the faster one between both. Okay, there we go. Pixel 6 Pro is here, Pixel 7 is here. All the apps are cool in the background, so let us get into it. Phone calls, 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing. Messages, 3, 2, 1. About the same thing too. Camera, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm totally messed that one up. But let's go ahead and take a photo. So this one did detect night mode, and this one did not. And I don't even know why they won. So, okay, so they both didn't even take the photo. Let's go and open up the photo. Pixel 7 is slightly faster there. Google Play Store, 3, 2, 1. And the Pixel 6 Pro was actually faster there. Now this is something I've been kind of seeing. The Pixel 7 seems to still need it, even the 7 Pro, they need to kind of improve it a little bit because it's still not faster than the Pixel 6 series, which is very strange. To demonstrate that further, here's Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. Now, this may end up being faster on the Pixel 7, I don't know, but from the past comparisons I've done, for some reason my Pixel 6 Pro and the Pixel 6 are still faster than the Pixel 7. This could be for a few reasons. One, it's a new phone, it just came out, so it's going to have a little bit more of way ahead of it to kind of get it more stabilized. This has been out for a year now, so that might be something to keep in mind. But otherwise, I think the Pixel 6 Pro is still a very, very fast phone. But I will say the Pixel 7 will probably have a higher likelihood of getting better throughout time. You can see in this case also, like the Pixel 6 Pro was faster there. Hopping out of this one to Netflix 3, 2, 1. And again, the Pixel 6 Pro is just like blazing fast at this point, which is crazy. Twitter 3, 2, 1. That one I think was the Pixel 7. So finally we get something on the Pixel 7. Instagram 3, 2, 1. And the Pixel 7, actually the 6 Pro may be faster. Snapchat 3, 2, 1. I think the Pixel 6 Pro again was the faster one. Thank you 3, 2, 1. Again, the Pixel 6 Pro is the faster one. We can try something like Bofa, which I don't have here. We can try Genshin Impact 3, 2, 1. Now, I say this every time. I played lots of games on the Pixel 6 Pro. I played a few games on the Pixel 7 so far. Very similar performance, but I will say with these app opening speeds, the Pixel 7 is noticeably slower almost every single time. So I don't know why, and some people may say it's because the 6 Pro is a more powerful phone, and that might be true, but this one has the later, newer chipset, and I've also had the same issues with the Pixel 6 as well. Like the Pixel 6 was substantially faster, or noticeably faster than the Pixel 7, which is so crazy to me. So I think to kind of sum up this specific comparison, I do think the Pixel 6 Pro is faster as of this point, but I do think the Pixel 7 has a higher likelihood of becoming faster over time. So in terms of that kind of covers it up here. Now, in terms of the camera setup, I think this is overall a really, really good difference here too, and probably more of an advantage for the 6 Pro. So like I mentioned, dual camera setup on the Pixel 7. Pixel 6 Pro has a triple camera setup. So we do have wide ultra-wides on both, but we do have that telephoto lens on the Pixel 6 Pro. Now, both phones can do 4K at 60 on the front and the back, which is really nice. Now, with the Pixel 6 Pro that came out last year, this device, I think, has a tremendous camera. I think it's definitely not, I don't think it's the best camera of last year. I think I'll probably give that to the S21 Ultra. But for it still holding up and for it having a lot of capability, I mean, I'm super happy about that. You have 20x zoom, which is really cool. You do have 0.7x zoom, zooming out. So I think that's another really cool advantage for this type of phone. Now you have standard video mode, you have the other modes, you have portrait mode, you have motion mode and night sight, which is really cool. So you still have a lot of modes built in here. It's still a very capable camera for sure, and I'm still a humongous fan of it. And I do think overall it is probably the better one compared to the Pixel 7. I think the Google Pixel 7 is a pretty good camera too, but I still think it needs some improvement here and there. So with this type of phone, you're getting portrait mode as well, motion mode, and night sight. You're getting all these types of cool things. I keep scrolling out of it. You have cinematic mode now on the Pixel 7 too, which is really cool. And you have standard modes here. Now, you are missing that telephoto lens, but you still get 8x zoom. That's still quite a bit of zoom if I'm being honest. Now, you also get, this is the big thing, 0.7x zoom still as well. So you still have, maintain pretty much the same ultra-wide camera as the Pixel 7 Pro or the Pixel 6 Pro. But I still think this is a pretty good camera too. I don't know if there's one that's the winner here. I think hardware-wise, the Pixel 6 Pro wins. But based on everything Google's been saying with the software, the Pixel 7 is probably going to give you better quality photos, but I don't see why that wouldn't also transition down to the Pixel 6 Pro with software updates. Now, to kind of sum up this whole entire video, I do think the Pixel 7 is a really good phone, but I don't think it's better than the Pixel 6 Pro. We saw a few cases. I mean, the performance was better on the 6 Pro. I think the build quality and display is better on the 6 Pro. Maybe the camera is better on the 6 Pro. But I do think if you want a longer lasting phone for a cheaper price than what the Pixel 6 Pro is retailing for, this might be a really good option. I think this phone has more potential of getting faster throughout time, and this is a very, very good phone for sure. I think with something like the Pixel 6 Pro, it's still a very good quality phone too. It's going to be here for a long period of time, but I will be curious to see how this phone holds up for the next few years compared to something like the Pixel 7 series. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.